Good afternoon. Happy Sunday, Mill High School. This is Dr. Foster coming to you with Bulldog eNews for the week of April 12th. So we survived our first week of in-person instruction this past week for the first time in 13 months. So I first want to brag on the male students and staff for a great job and a great reopening. I was so impressed with our students. They did everything that we've asked and then some. Really seemed to get back in the flow of school, and our staff, wow, just did a great job having each classroom ready, having activities ready for students to get back in the flow of school, and juggled supporting our virtual students. In addition to the students who are in the building. So a great start, a great first week. We have about 7 weeks of instruction now between us and summer break. So looking forward to week 2 tomorrow, welcoming back Group A in-person students. So let me dive into eNews content for the week. First and foremost, seniors, I shared this last Sunday. We have more information coming, but want you to know, obviously saving the date, your in-person graduation will be Friday, May 28th. You'll be graduating on the male football field, which will be exciting. We're excited to put that on and to host that for the first time in male history, many first this year. So again, be looking for more information about how students will be declared the 9 a.m. group or the 1 p.m. group. While in the topic and area of graduation, seniors, want to remind you, start with a question. Have you ordered your cap and gown? If not, you need to reach out to Balfour. You've got 2 options here. You have a website link and a phone number. As of Friday, we had about 135 seniors who had not ordered a cap and gown. All right, so week 2 of in-person instruction this week. Our A group will be on Monday and Tuesday, B group on Thursday, Friday, and then obviously Wednesday is asynchronous. Here is our breakdown of A days and B days for the rest of the school year. And then within the A group and the B group, you can see purple and gold and how that shakes out. And so the A group schedule is right there. Here is our B group and virtual learning option students. This is your schedule for the week. You will see your purple 3, gold 3 teachers on Monday and Tuesday, purple 4, gold 4 teachers on Thursday and Friday, and all of your classes on Wednesday. A few reminders for our virtual learning option students. Make sure that you are getting to your Google Classroom. You know the specific time and Google Meet information for your synchronous sessions. And don't forget those virtual learning option office hours. Those are available every day from 2:30 to 2:30 to 3:30. And Mr. Henderson will be gladly there to connect you with a person from the content areas. You will simply use the nickname LMHS Office if you need some extra support. Want to remind all students, in-person Group A, in-person Group B, or virtual learning option, the anchor, the hub of each class for the remainder of this school year will continue to be Google Classroom. So make sure that you are checking each and every Google Classroom each and every single day. Also, I shared last week, this is a nice document. I'm going to take a second and open this. This is a very nice one-page document for many things in person, from everything from masks, social distancing, healthy habits, clean hands, arrival information, lunch, dress code, and dismissal at the end of the day. So check that out. It's linked for you there. Return to in-person learning, quick reference. Want to brag on our students and staff that came back to school last week. Our arrival went very smoothly. I'm leaving this on for one more week. Student drivers, a reminder that you should be entering campus by the road next to Circle K, which is Durrett Lane. You hang a right on Carroll, and then you will come up Brook and Breck and park in one of the 2 student parking lots. All drivers should be parking behind the main building and the large cafeteria. There's also some information there for student drivers who choose to eat breakfast. Car riders was probably the one place where we had a few hiccups. We had some car riders enter into the main parking lot, which is exclusively for buses. So if you are a car rider, don't forget you should be entering at the red light on Preston Highway and Cemetery Lane. You can see there with the yellow arrows, you'll make essentially a loop and you will exit at the same spot, the same red light that you entered. Our car riders will have an option to go into the Gaines building and eat breakfast. If they choose not to eat breakfast, they will go to the auditorium and wait patiently until released for class. And then again, you can see bus riders or buses exclusively will be entering into the main lot. Bus riders are exiting the bus in front of the auditorium and are going to the large gym. So those students did a great job with that last week. So I want to thank again our students, our families, and our staff for making our arrival work. Want to stress this a little bit. We were probably a little more patient last week with dress code than we will be this week. I want to remind our students and families the male dress code is still in effect. We did make some very common sense waivers for the rest of the school year. If you click on this document, everything in red is something that's been waived. So first and foremost, mask wearing. We had very few problems with masks. I'm very thankful and grateful for that. We talked about cell phones a little bit. We are not wearing lanyards, but really let me get into pants and shirts. So starting with shirts, any solid color t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, crew neck sweatshirt, or hoodie can be worn. To be honest, that's where we had some issues. We had some issues where students were wearing things that were not male and had graphics that were not male. So that's going to be enforced this week. Also, pants cannot have holes, slits, and tears. Moms and dads, I understand that that's the way many blue jeans are sold these days. They can't be worn to school. So we were very patient with that last week. We informed any student that was towing the line with dress code, but we've got to get that taken care of here in week 2. Parents and students, this one is very important. We sent out Friday afternoon information for 2021-2022 scheduling. It was sent to your inbox on Friday, so that process is now underway. Please know that currently this is for current freshmen, sophomores, and juniors that will be a sophomore, junior, or senior next fall. We will be sending information to current 8th graders that are coming to mail in late April. So if you're an 8th grader and you're seeing this video or reading this, be patient. We will be getting you your scheduling information here in a couple of weeks. So right here is the information that will take you directly to a website that I'm going to click on. Mr. Johnston has taken care of this for us, full of information. So you can see here is a process step by step that walks you through specifically what you need to do to select your classes for next fall. So again, if you are currently a freshman, sophomore, or junior, it's time to select your classes for next year. All right. Juniors and seniors, this information is for you. Our Junior Book Awards, the deadline has been extended, as well as the Louisville Male High School Scholarship Program. Both of those are extended through April 16th. So juniors and seniors, a little extra time, basically through the rest of this week. Get on that. Don't delay. Don't procrastinate, and get that taken care of. Big week at Male. We'll have some students taking the ACT. So Ms. Walls has shared some information here, really for 3 different groups that will be taking the ACT over the course of this week. So check that out. She's also sending information directly to students' ILP Google Classroom. So students, make sure you're checking your email and any message that lands in that ILP Google Classroom. Mr. Daniel is passing along some AP exam information. That fee deadline is April 30th. That will be here very quickly. So if you are an AP student in any advanced placement class, you need to read this and make sure that you understand what it says. Got a number of athletics updates for the week, as well as student shout outs. I won't read those to you. It's been a great time over the last 3 weeks as we've shifted from winter sports to spring sports and have a lot of things going on with our male students. So very, very proud of all the work that's going on in the community. So I want to end with this, really essentially how I started. I want to thank our students and staff for a great first week. To be honest, as I watch the return to in-person conversations in and around our community, I get it. Those conversations were emotional. And sometimes, in some points, they were divisive. But there's an old saying around Male High School: anybody can, Male does. And so I think this past week was a great example of that. The students that came back in person, I think, were tickled to death to be there. I know we have some students continuing to be virtual, and that's okay as well. So we've got about 7 weeks left in the school year. Let's make the most of it. I do want to say this. as a community and as a school community, we have to understand that, fortunately, unfortunately, where we are with this COVID situation, this race is not over. So we have to continue to be very vigilant, to wear masks and do what we're supposed to do when we're on campus. So, folks, I thank you. Have a great week. Stay well. We'll see you soon.